Old theaters are strange and beautiful places. They hold a certain magic, a charm that is both captivating and mysterious. The scent of dust and old velvet hangs in the air. A hush falls over the audience as the lights dim, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation. But beneath the glamour lies a darker side, whispers of another world hidden in the shadows. These whispers tell of phantom footsteps, unexplained noises, and ghostly apparitions that send chills down the spine. Theaters, with their long histories of passion, tragedy, and creative energy, seem particularly susceptible to such phenomena. Each wall, each seat holds a story. Actors, directors, and stagehands pour their hearts and souls into their craft. Sometimes that energy lingers long after the curtain falls, creating an invisible bond with the space. It lingers even after death. Theaters become repositories of these residual energies, a silent witness to countless emotions. They are haunted by the echoes of past performances. They are haunted by the memories of those who have walked their boards, leaving an indelible mark. These hauntings manifest in strange and unsettling ways, often catching the unsuspecting off guard. The most common and unnerving experience is the sound of phantom footsteps echoing through the silence. These footsteps echo through empty theaters. They send shivers down the spines of those who hear them, a reminder of the unseen. Each footstep tells a story. They are a haunting reminder of the theater's spectral residence, forever etched in the fabric of the building. Join us now as we delve into 3 chilling tales of such encounters where the past and present intertwine in eerie harmony. Our first story takes us to the heart of London. The year is 1897. The Grand Theatre on Drury Lane stands as a testament to a bygone era. Its ornate balconies and velvet seats have witnessed countless performances. They have also witnessed a tragedy. The theatre's original architect, a man named Edward, fell to his death from the catwalk. It happened during the theatre's construction. His untimely demise cast a pall over the grand opening. Ever since, whispers of Edward's restless spirit have circulated among the theatre staff. One night, a young stagehand named Thomas was working late. He was preparing the set for the next day's performance. The theatre was empty. Silence hung heavy in the air. Suddenly, Thomas heard footsteps. They were slow, measured steps coming from the catwalk high above. Thomas froze, his blood turning to ice. He slowly looked up. The catwalk was shrouded in darkness, yet the footsteps continued. They echoed through the empty theater. Each step sent shivers down Thomas's spine. He could not shake the feeling that he was not alone. He called out, his voice trembling. "Hello? Is someone up there?" Only silence answered him. The footsteps ceased. Thomas, now terrified, gathered his tools. He fled the theater. The sound of those phantom footsteps haunted his dreams. He never forgot his encounter with the Victorian phantom of the Grand Theatre. The story of Edward's ghost became a chilling legend. It was passed down through generations of theatre staff. It served as a constant reminder of the theatre's dark history. Our next tale takes us across the Atlantic. We find ourselves in the heart of Broadway in the dazzling 1940s. The Belasco Theatre, known for its opulent interior and groundbreaking productions, has its own resident ghost. The ghost is said to be that of David Belasco himself. Belasco was the theatre's namesake and a legendary Broadway producer. A man of great passion and dedication, Belasco was said to have never truly left his beloved theatre. His presence has been felt ever since his death in 1931. Actors and stagehands have reported seeing his spectral figure in the balcony. They have smelled his trademark cigar smoke in the empty theatre. But the most persistent phenomenon is the sound of phantom footsteps. They seem to follow people through the theatre's labyrinthine corridors. Section 5. A Chorus of Ghosts. One particular incident cemented the Belasco's reputation as a haunted theatre. A young actress named Lillian was starring in a production of Hamlet. She was alone in her dressing room one evening preparing for the show. She heard heavy footsteps approaching her door. It sounded like someone was wearing boots. Lillian assumed it was the stage manager. She called out, "Just a minute." But the footsteps continued. They stopped right outside her door. Lillian waited, her heart pounding for the knock. It never came. Finally, she cautiously opened the door. The hallway was empty. Lillian was shaken but not surprised. The Belasco was known for its ghostly resident. She had heard the stories. Now she had experienced it firsthand. Section 6. Footsteps in the New Millennium. Our final story takes place in the present day in a bustling city that never sleeps. The old majestic theatre, once a grand dame of the vaudeville era, has undergone a modern renovation, blending the charm of the past with the technology of the future. Despite the sleek new design and state-of-the-art equipment, some things refuse to stay buried in the past, lingering like shadows in the corners. The Majestic, like many theatres of its kind, has a long history of unexplained occurrences, tales whispered among staff and visitors alike. Objects move on their own, lights flicker mysteriously, casting eerie shadows. Whispers seem to emanate from the empty balcony, as if the theatre itself is trying to communicate. But the most unnerving phenomenon is the sound of phantom footsteps echoing through the silence. They echo through the theatre late at night, long after the last employee has gone home, filling the empty space with a sense of unease. One evening, a cleaning crew was finishing up their work, chatting quietly among themselves. The theatre was empty, the stage bare, and the air thick with anticipation. As they were about to lock up, they heard it. Footsteps, clear and unmistakable, slow and deliberate, they seemed to be coming from the stage, as if someone or something was making its presence known. Section 7. A legacy of laughter and fear. The cleaning crew exchanged nervous glances. They cautiously approached the stage, their hearts pounding in their chests. The footsteps grew louder. They seemed to be walking towards the edge of the stage. One of the cleaners, a young man named Miguel, called out, "Hello? Is anyone there?" His voice echoed through the empty theater. The only response was the chilling sound of the phantom footsteps. Terrified, the cleaning crew dropped their equipment and fled. They never returned to the theater, leaving the phantom to its nightly promenade. The Majestic's phantom footsteps serve as a stark reminder. The past never truly dies. It lingers in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to make its presence known. Section 8. The persistence of memory. Why are theatres such fertile ground for ghostly encounters? What is it about these places that seem to attract the supernatural? Perhaps it is the nature of the building itself, with its labyrinthine corridors and hidden corners. Theatres are places of intense emotion, where the air is thick with the energy of countless performances. They are places where people gather to witness stories of love, loss, triumph, and tragedy, creating a collective emotional experience. These emotions, poured out on stage night after night, may leave an indelible mark on the very fabric of the building, almost as if the walls themselves absorb the energy. Or perhaps it is the spirits of the actors, directors, and playwrights who dedicated their lives to the theatre, their passion and dedication leaving a lasting imprint. Their souls, unable to leave the spotlight, continue to tread the boards long after the final curtain call, forever bound to the stage. Whatever the reason, theatres hold a unique place in the annals of ghost lore, their haunted histories adding to their mystique. They are places where the veil between our world and the next seems to thin, allowing glimpses of the spectral realm to bleed through, making theatres timeless and enigmatic. Section 9. Haunted stages, captivated souls. These stories of phantom footsteps in old theatres are more than just spooky tales. They offer a glimpse into the enduring power of belief. They speak to our fascination with the afterlife, and they remind us that some mysteries may never be fully explained. The next time you find yourself in an old theatre, take a moment to listen. You might just hear the echo of phantom footsteps, a haunting reminder of the theatre's spectral residents. And the enduring mystery of the afterlife. The stories of these haunted theatres continue to captivate and intrigue us. They remind us that the line between reality and the supernatural is often blurred, especially in places imbued with such history and emotion. Section 10. An enduring mystery. Whether we believe in ghosts or simply enjoy a good scare, these tales of phantom footsteps tap into a primal fear of the unknown. They remind us that some things are beyond our understanding, And perhaps that is where the true terror lies. The footsteps echo in the silence. They serve as a haunting reminder of the mysteries that lie beyond our perception, and the enduring power of the theatre to capture not only our imaginations, but perhaps our very souls.